Hello, everyone. Sarah paced nervously in the living room, her heart racing with anticipation and anxiety. Tonight was the night she had been thinking about for weeks, dinner with her husband's old friend, Mark. What started as a casual catch-up plan had evolved into something more profound over the past few weeks of texting and chatting. As she smoothed down her black dress, Sarah couldn't shake off the butterflies in her stomach. She glanced at the clock. It was almost time for Mark to arrive. Her mind drifted back to how it all began. It was a chance encounter at a neighborhood barbecue where Sarah first met Mark. His rugged charm and witty banter instantly drew her in. They laughed, they shared stories, and they bonded over their love for classic literature and obscure indie movies. Sarah felt a connection with Mark that she hadn't felt in a long time. She didn't anticipate the flood of emotions that would follow: guilt, excitement, confusion. She loved her husband deeply, but there was something about Mark that stirred her soul in a way she couldn't ignore. The doorbell rang, jolting Sarah out of her reverie. She took a deep breath and opened the door to find Mark standing there, a bouquet of flowers in hand and a warm smile on his face. "Hey, Sarah, you look stunning," Mark said, his eyes lighting up as he handed her the flowers. "Thank you, Mark. You look quite dashing yourself," she replied, her voice betraying her nervousness. As they sat down for dinner, the conversation flowed effortlessly. They reminisced about old times, shared funny anecdotes, and delved into deep philosophical discussions. Sarah found herself drawn to Mark's intellect and charisma more than ever. As the night wore on and the wine flowed freely, Sarah felt herself letting go of her inhibitions. She laughed louder, smiled brighter, and found herself leaning in closer to Mark with each passing moment. Their eyes locked, and Sarah felt a surge of electricity shoot through her body. In that moment, the world seemed to fade away, leaving only her and Mark in their own little bubble of intimacy. Without a word, Mark reached out and gently brushed a strand of hair away from Sarah's face. His touch sent shivers down her spine, igniting a fire within her that she hadn't felt in years. Their lips met in a tender kiss, and for a brief moment, everything else melted away. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together in that one perfect moment of passion and desire. But as quickly as it had begun, reality came crashing back. Sarah pulled away, her heart pounding with fear and longing. "I'm sorry, Mark. I can't do this," she whispered, tears welling up in her eyes. Mark reached out and took her hand in his gaze soft and understanding. "I know, Sarah. I understand," he said, his voice filled with warmth and compassion. In that moment, Sarah knew that she had made the right choice. Despite the temptation and the undeniable chemistry between them, she couldn't betray the trust of her husband or jeopardize the life they had built together. With a heavy heart, Sarah bid farewell to Mark, knowing that their paths would likely never cross again. As she watched him disappear into the night, she couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness mixed with a newfound sense of clarity and resolve. As she stepped back into the warmth of her home, Sarah knew that tonight would be etched in her memory forever, a bittersweet reminder of the fragility of love, the power of temptation, and the strength of the human spirit to resist the allure of forbidden desires. Thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more tutorial videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.